Oh, hey, do you make music?
I try to.
What's your name?
My name's Dosey.
Okay, can I hear a song?
Yeah, for sure. This is a song I just put out this year called Irony. Let me know what you think of it. The irony in all of this is you don't even notice. I tried to take a picture, but you were out of focus. I'm on my knees again, and I'm feeling hopeless. You're laughing, but I don't get what the joke is. I'm up late. You said you're coming over, and now I'm faded. And sometimes I hate this life, even though I made it. I get so frustrated lately. Only you take me serious when you make me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something like that.
Do you skateboard too?
Yeah. Skateboarding is it's my favorite way to get around in summer, especially. Yeah.
Would you be down to teach me a trick or two?
For sure. Have you ever skateboarded?
Never.
Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do
let's
it.
do it.
I hope this is me, guys.
Oh no. They're here for Dosey. What tricks are you learning?
I mean, I have no idea. I'm thinking we can learn like a shove it today, like a pop shove it.
Pop shove it?
Pop
Okay.
shove it. We can
I've
try
heard that.
kickflip too, but I think pop shove it'll be the best to learn.
All right, let's see.
I still got tour legs. I've been sitting in a van all day. Try to get it. Oh shit. Almost. I feel like I've spent so many hours in a van the last 7 months. Not enough time skateboarding, no.
Wait, can I see this tattoo on your arm?
Yeah.
That's wild because I literally have that design picked out. To like,
Really?
Yeah.
You should get it. Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I do. I just got one. I just got this one Friday. It's my life path number.
Oh, love it.
And then I have like 2 on my arm, 1 in between my shoulders, 1 here on my ribs. So yeah.
I love tattoos. I want to get so many more.
Same. Let's go, Dosey.
Oh, we're warming up. We'll get there. No pressure. Little something.
You go to like skate parks and stuff, or how did you get into it to begin with?
My parents have like a rock and roll recording studio in San Francisco, and just from being in the like rock scene of the Bay Area and SF in particular, there's just a lot of like skaters around growing up. One in particular is like Tommy Guerrero. Like anyone who sees this who knows the Bay Area will know who that is probably. He was like a pro skater from the Bay that recorded with my dad. Then he like left some skateboards at the studio, and I just remember being like 2, 3, 4 trying to like skate on them. And then it was just something I fell in love with. It's just like music my whole life. Doesn't look like it right now, but but we'll get there. Try to get some more tricks. Little something.
All right, so let's see the footwork. So what do I have to know to be able to do that? What you just did? Whoa,
And so like, yeah, that's basically, of course. All right, we're gonna learn how to pop shove it today. Back foot, position. Front foot pretty high up on the board, little over halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way up on the board, just for good balance.
Okay.
And so when you pop and scoop back with this back foot, like that, it'll send the board hopefully backwards towards you. And that's called a backside pop shove it.
Okay.
And so with your front foot, it's basically just getting it up and then out of the way while that happens so the board can like move forward. Putting it together, hard to sort of explain how it makes sense. You sort of just have to trust your foot, your feet coordination with your brain, and keep an eye on the board as it moves forward. And just, it's hard to do it stationary. It's actually easier to do it when you're moving.
Maybe I should try actually moving first.
Yeah, try it while you're moving, honestly. The most important thing is just scooping that back foot, getting that front foot up out of the way, keeping an eye on the board, and then just trying to land back on it, obviously. So if you want to give it a go, if you feel like that's enough of an instruction, then I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we'll try.
All right, cool. All right, Courtney. Back foot, scoop action.
Back foot. How do I know which foot? I think
So if that's, yeah, ride a board as if you were gonna ride it and like just down the street. So this position you're in is goofy position, which is right foot forward, which is how I ride also.
Okay.
So if that's what feels right, then you might be goofy. If riding with your left foot forward feels better, then you might be regular. You could be both.
Could be both.
Some skaters are just as good both, which is crazy, but.
Stand back, facing me.
Okay.
That's your front.
Yeah,
Okay,
right foot forward. It's goofy status.
Okay, so then once I'm moving, my foot's gotta be on the back.
Once you're moving, you'll have your foot in that position that it's in right now, and you're gonna put your weight back on it
Okay.
and kick that left foot back as if you're trying to heel something that's behind you. And at the same time, you're gonna lift your front foot up.
Okay.
And it's gonna be awesome, I promise. Lift the front at the same time that you exactly. That was so good. You want to use the grip tape to like really dig into that corner pocket of the skateboard and like push back on the board, so hopefully sending it, you know, moving forward.
That way.
Yeah.
This wheel that way.
Yeah, that wheel that way. So it'll scoop back as you like kick down on it.
Okay, while I practice this, tell me, like, how would you describe your music to a first-time listener?
How would I describe my music to a first-time listener? I would say I try to make it seem as if you're in the room with me while I'm singing to you. So for some of my music, I try to keep it as raw and like unproduced and unedited as possible with the vocals and the musical production behind it. So like some of my songs even I just record straight voice memos and then just release those. So it really is like you're in the room recording with me. But yeah, that's the vibe I try to capture, is just that you're as if you're in the room with me recording, and it's like you're watching it live every time you listen to it. So that's what I try to capture. And then the genre is just sort of like that sad, poppy, folky, singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar, She Broke My Heart kind of song, but you know, it's Dosey version with a little twist. And every song is personal, so let's see it. There we go, there we go.
Who are some of your biggest inspirations? Who do you take notes from?
Biggest inspirations, there we go. Okay, so really the weight on the back foot is like the most, like you're gonna use your left foot and put all your pressure and weight into that back corner.
Okay.
And just push down on it and scoop and just do your best not to fall.
Yeah, I think that's what's holding me back. I'm like scared I'm gonna fall.
But
If I fall, it's whatever.
okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere with the pop.
Okay.
I think my biggest musical inspirations, I mean, ever since I was little, my mom always played Nirvana in the house. And I think Nirvana and Kurt Cobain in particular sort of helped me realize that being vulnerable with your lyricism and talking about things that are dark doesn't necessarily mean that the song is going to make everybody sad and that it's going to carry a super depressing vibe to it. So like that really inspired me to be more open and vulnerable and emotional. Yep, weight on the back foot with my music. And then, I mean, now I just get inspired by so many different people. I mean, like my friend Hans Williams, who's a folk artist, is one of my like biggest musical inspirations, just in the songwriting and in the instrumentation, and it's never ending. My mom played a lot of Michael Jackson growing up. I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson, and she played a lot of Kanye and Snoop and just random hip hop artists. And yeah, there's my musical oh, there we go.
I got the board off the ground.
Got the board off the ground.
Let's go.
Major. The musical inspirations come from so many different genres, but I think Kurt Cobain and Nirvana was like my biggest musical inspiration growing up. All right, let's see it. All right, see, it's starting to shove, and it just takes practice, and then the more comfortable you get finding that scooping position, the closer you'll get to just making it happen. And okay, there we go. A little flip action as well. Love it. Love to see it. I'd say now, though, I get inspired by even just random kids on TikTok that I see making music. Like, there's this kid Somber who I really like, who's been inspiring me a lot lately, and even my boy Party and my boy Arden. Like, just so many people that are just being authentically themselves in their music, and when you can tell that, it always inspires me to do the same. That always gets me the most excited. Okay, there's some pop right there.
We got the pop right now.
Love to see
Now
it.
we gotta shove it. What is something you're most curious about that some of your fans might find surprising?
Honestly, like something that's really like, that I get really curious about and interested in is like archaeology and geology, which is like so random, but like I love rocks. I used to collect rocks when I was little, and like fossils and stuff too. I actually had a dream last night that I found a fossil.
Really?
That's
That's crazy.
so random. I've always loved just like that whole aspect of things, and I think that if I wasn't into like creative stuff and music, that I would want to like go find some like site that I could dig up some cool rocks or something at. I don't know.
Dig up some dinosaur bones.
Dig up some dinosaur bones, yeah. But I don't know. I think that's something random that I'm curious about that probably nobody knows.
It's so funny you say that because when I was little, I literally had like a rock polisher, like.
Oh, like the Tumblr ones? Yeah, I remember
Make
those.
them all shiny.
I love those things, yeah. That I kind of want to get one of those now that you've said that, actually.
You mentioned you like to smoke.
I do.
What is your dream blunt rotation?
Well, I don't smoke. I'm like almost 3 years off nicotine and tobacco, so.
Dream joint
So
rotation.
dream joint rotation. No, I feel you. I would love to have like maybe Noah Kahan in there. I want to ask him about some like songwriting and some inspiration stuff about how he's writing all these banger songs. So maybe like a songwriter like that. Can it be people that are like dead too? Or does it have to be
Dead or alive.
Robin Williams?
That's a good one.
I feel like he'd be funny and also have some good stuff to say. Curtis Mayfield might be someone fun to smoke with. I don't know. I'm thinking about like some like, I know that album was close. I want to say all the classics, like I want to say like Snoop Dogg or like Jim Carrey or something, someone that would just be like funny to be around. But maybe like Alan Watts, just so I could hear him talk. You know who Alan Watts is? Yeah, or Alan Watts, or maybe David Attenborough would be a great person to have in a blunt rotation. Talking about just like some planet Earth shit would get me super excited. And then I'd probably have my mom in there just because my mom's like my best friend and I know she'll enjoy a good joint with us.
Hell yeah.
And
Your mom has good music taste too.
yeah, my mom is she's the best. Maybe like my mom, David Attenborough, Robin Williams, and let's say like Lauryn Hill or something. I don't know what the conversation would be, but it would, something along the lines of making music and cracking jokes and talking about some deep philosophical stuff. Such a random rotation. Oh, and maybe someone from the Pokemon company, like the dude who drew the original Charizard card, like ask him like what he was on that made him design some of the coolest Pokemon ever. God, there's so many people. I feel like there we go. I feel like I'm missing so many people, but I don't know. The blunt rotation could go on forever. I was gonna say I might have my grandpa join too, because he'll smoke a joint too, and he's got so many stories. Let's go. Oh, see the Shuv's coming in now.
Coming along.
The progress has been made. I love to see it.
Who do you have on shuffle? Who do you listen to yourself?
Right now, I've been listening to Solihad, if you know who Solihad is. So like Solihad and Felly. Felly is like one of my favorite artists of all time, and I've like had the privilege to like work with him now and just kick it with him a few times thanks to just my boy Arden and some other people who have been working with him. But Solihad is an artist that I found through Felly, who's like, I've had his discography on repeat lately. Dominic Fike is like my favorite artist of all time right now. I've been streaming his new album Sunburn like regularly, like multiple times a day. My most recent Spotify stuff has been like probably mostly Dom Fike and also Turnstile we've been listening to a lot. It's basically like whenever we go on tour, we just have like specific albums on repeat. Dijon is someone that we've been listening to a lot. His discography is like amazing. Oh, there we go. And then just a bunch of like random singles from random artists that I find online. Like there's this guy ZZZ Sam right now who dropped this song called You and I that's like,
I really like that song.
yeah, that's like my favorite song right now. I can't stop listening to it. It's like so good. That life doesn't end, I'm gonna fly.
If you could pick any of the artists to do a collab with that you just mentioned, who would it be?
Honestly, maybe Solihad right now is someone that I would really love to do a collaboration with. And like we recently followed each other on Instagram and like talk slightly in the DM. So we'll see if that ever comes to be. Or honestly, like Hans Williams. I didn't even say him, but like that's like a dream collaboration of mine. And these are all people that like I know, so it's cool and possibly hopeful. But
We're manifesting them.
manifesting these collaborations happening for sure. With like the type of music that I make, the like folky singer-songwriter stuff, it's like not a ton of collaboration really goes on in there, but I guess an example of a really cool one that just happened was that Post Malone Noah Kahan remix. Like something like that would be cool, where you get just like someone who normally wouldn't make a slow acoustic folk song to get on one with you. Not saying that Post Malone doesn't do that, but like having someone random get on my style of music would be really cool that doesn't otherwise make it like that. So I think Soli Had, who makes more of like an indie pop alternative stuff on some like slow acoustic shit, would be really cool.
You tour a lot with Arden Jones, right? How did you meet Arden? And if you had to pick one of his songs to listen to for the rest of your life?
Arden, yeah, first of all, what's up, Age? Love you. Arden and I met him when he was in, I don't know if he was still in middle school or not, but we're from the same area, and we had a mutual friend named Ryan who like facilitated the first couple of times that Arden and I ever hung out. We would like go on adventures together and like do flips through the woods and do random cliff jumping and like,
That was the closest one.
yeah, that one was good. Yeah, I've known Arden for a super long time, and like that kid's been making music and putting out music forever too, and so it's been really cool to see his success since he moved to LA and how much work he puts in to get there, and being a part of it is such a blessing, and I'm super grateful. I think my favorite song by him right now, like if I had to listen to one forever, would be either Fucked Up or Serotonin Highs. Bonnie and Clyde is a good one. Starstruck's good. But I don't know, they're all good. Mr. Sunshine's just like a banger. So if I want to just have a song that I know is going to get me in a good mood, I'd probably just keep Mr. Sunshine on rotation all the time.
What will you be doing tomorrow at 1:37 p.m.?
What will I be doing tomorrow at 1:37 p.m.?
Yeah.
I'll be tuning in, right?
You'll be tuning in, that's for sure. What are you working on yourself? What's up next for Dosey?
Up next, we are just finalizing this EP that I'm super excited to get out and getting the track list all taken care of and figuring out the best way to get it distributed and just out there, and hopefully get some help and support behind the project so we can continue to take things further than we've been able to do. And yeah, I've just been writing so much music and recording every day, and just linking and collaborating with more people and just getting it all to come to life. But yeah, hopefully we'll get this EP finalized and get it out this year so we can continue to just get more music going and have more new content to promote and work on. But
It's all about the content.
it's all about the content, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Have you rank my Pop Shuv it?
All right,
If I
perfect.
can land one.
All right, amazing. Let's do it. Courtney's gonna get one here. She's been practicing for so long, and she's getting so close. Okay, all right.
Okay.
So that had some
was the warm-up.
that had some pressure flip
That was
vibes to it. I give that one like a 9.
Oh, wow. Okay. Being generous.
Had the pop and the spin to it.
That was a joke. I was kidding,
I think my teaching might be the issue here. I don't know.
No, you're a great teacher.
But
See,
I mean,
like, scared it's gonna hit my shin.
yeah, that's a common fear. The pop and the flick is there though, so.
All right, here we go. Nope, failed. All right, let's see the professionals do it.
Yeah, I can. If we can call me that, I guess. One. There's one. I used.
If you could skateboard with any professional skater in the world that you look up to, who would it be?
If I could go back in time, Dylan Reeder would probably be a skater that I would want to skate with. But I think he passed away when I was in like 8th grade. But he was like a phenomenal skateboarder. Mostly just because he's goofy and named Dylan, and so I was like, we're the same. And I don't know, like there's so many awesome skaters. Paul Rodriguez is one, Steve Barra, Eric Costin, like the founders of the Barracks, which is like a world-renowned skate park here in LA. Sean Malto is one. Ryan Sheckler would be one, because I remember just growing up watching him skate, and he was always crushing it. Chris Jocelyn. The list goes on forever. There's so many skaters that I would love to skate with, but I think like skating with Dylan Reeder back in the day would have been like my dream for sure.
You love skateboarding. You also love Pokemon.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is like probably Lotad, which is so random. I have a pet frog named Lotad.
Oh wow.
Which is like something that not a lot of people know either. And I named him after the frog Pokemon. And he's sort of just like my little piece of home that I have with me, because I'm from like a very small woodsy like nature town. I grew up on a creek, and now being in LA in an apartment, it's like I don't really see a lot of animals or nature or anything. So like having a frog there, who I named after my favorite Pokemon, who has like his whole green area, just kind of makes me feel like a part of my childhood is still just like there with me every day. So Lotad might be my favorite just for that purpose. But then so many like legendary, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, like Mudkip is like my favorite starter. Like I always chose Mudkip back when I would play the games. And Mewtwo is a cool Pokemon. Latios and Latios were two Pokemon that I really liked when I was younger too. Not even for like a specific reason, I just like thought they were super dope. So many cool legendary Pokemon. I like Jirachi and Celebi and like just like the weird sleeper Pokemon that aren't even like really that like powerful. They're just like fun and have like weird little like cryptic magical stories behind them. Charizard, everyone loves Charizard. I would love to fly around on Charizard or like a Rayquaza or something.
That'd be so fun.
But yeah, Pokemon, like any of the original like 151 Pokemon from the first like base set, like I would rock with any of them on my team.
Hell yeah. And you mentioned earlier when we were talking, you also played the video games. You
Yeah.
collected both the cards and played the video
Yeah,
games,
heavily,
right?
yeah.
If you had to choose, like, would you rather collect the cards or would you rather play the video games? Because both are super iconic.
I would probably, oh, this is me, guys.
Oh no. They're here for Dosey.
I'd probably pick the games just because I logged so many hours in those worlds that like I feel like it helped like shape my personality almost, helped make me like develop a love and a care for like animals kind of in a way and like a sense of adventure. The cards was a whole nother world. Like I loved collecting the cards and like having them in a physical way was super cool. But I think the game was something that I would probably choose just given how influential that was on like, I didn't really like video games that much, but Pokemon was always one that I was like played all night.
That's how
forever,
I was too.
yeah.
Plus, we put in so many hours into the game. Like
Yeah.
you're saying that we gotta choose that.
No,
Otherwise, you know, where do those hours
I would have been able to land way more Pop Shuvits if I would have like used those hours skateboarding instead of playing Pokemon. But
And then you mentioned in one of your answers before that kind of helps you keep like tapped into your inner child, like, and keeps you happy. How does that like play into you making music and getting creative?
I mean, like for me, it's just like such a balance. Like,
If you stick a perfect kickflip, I'll give you $10 right now.
all right,
Stomp it out.
no. Hey, tray flip going this way. Tray flip. All right. Come on, guys. Let's go. Had to make it happen, guys. It's for you.
Do you have 10 by any chance?
I do not. I only have card on me, but honestly, you don't have to
Hey,
you don't have
bro.
to pay me, bro.
Nah, you stuck that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, just go pass it along.
Yeah, I
Go,
will.
Pass it along.
I will, bro,
Alright,
for real.
for sure.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Y'all have a good
All right, yeah, take it easy.
What the fuck just happened?
I couldn't do a kickflip, but I did a tray flip. I made 20 bucks. You see that?
Okay, so you mentioned earlier Pokemon keeps you tapped into your inner child, keeps you happy. How does doing things like that, like playing Pokemon video games and collecting the cards, keeping yourself happy, how does that play into making music for you?
I mean, I've been playing music just as long as I've been playing Pokemon. Like, both my parents were in like rock bands when I was born, and my dad has a recording studio in San Francisco, so I tie both of those equally to like the roots of just like my life in general. And so playing Pokemon the same way that like playing music just makes me feel like nothing's changed my whole life, and that I've been able to like keep control over my whole life and keep it on this path that's made me happy since I was born, basically. I try to play Pokemon, especially on tour. Like, I play Pokemon in the van on my Switch like all day, and it just keeps me in like a mood, just like a very, very happy, inspired, like just joyful mood that then allows me to like make music from a place that feels very like genuine and like myself. And so shit, if I put all the hours of Pokemon into music too, I'd probably have more hits, but I think that the two go hand in hand. And so
Definitely.
yeah,
And where can they find your music? Where should they stream your music?
anywhere. Dosey, Dosey, on any platform. My oldest songs are on SoundCloud if you want to listen to some stuff from like 8-9 years ago. But yeah, we've got like 11 songs out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and all the major streaming platforms. So anywhere you want to search Dosey, you'll be able to find me.
I'm gonna give it one more try.
Yeah, let's
because
get it.
I gotta land something.
I know, we got this.
Otherwise,
It might honestly be easier to land it not moving, not
Okay.
sure, but
yeah, you're probably right. Oh, see, I lost my mojo.
just scoop that back foot, keep an eye on it, try to stay above the board. Oh,
Oh,
Got a 90-degree turn, close, close. Oh, so yeah, the rotation is there. Easy.
It's tricky because you got to think about both legs at the same time.
Yep, and keeping on it and everything. Okay, she's got the rotation. I know if we have more time, we'd be able to get this for sure.
3 times a charm.
Yep. Got the full rotation. Boom!
You just cut it. Look at that. What
Wow,
a feature. Dosey's
wow,
the best feature.
got it. Amazing.
That's how you pop shove it.
Yep.
That's how you skateboard.
You guys are welcome.
This is like usually what I do when I have a skateboard. I like dead ass just.
Yup. Little butt board.
Little butt board.
Love it.
That's about all I know. So that's a wrap, I guess.
Amazing. I love it so much.